For a long time now, I've been wanting to put a running light and brake light on the motorcycle that will be an add-on. I have my original brake lights. I have the original directional lights, but the directional lights don't come on all the time. They're only on just for directional. I'd like to have them lit all the time. Well, I found that I can't really do that with the existing housing that came on the motorcycle. This is a Honda VTX 1300. In all the Hondas that I've had, the housings are the same. The actual inside of the lens itself, or the inside of the housing for the lens, is molded for an 1156 bulb. So I can't change that. The 1157 bulb, which would give you both running light and either a brake or directional light, has a different type of setup on the bulb itself so that the bulb won't fit into the existing housing. So I've come up with an idea to add an add-on light bar and put little bullet-shaped rear lights. These lights I found online and they looked really good. The quality seemed good. Metal housing. It has a screw-on lens with a little wire reinforcement that goes over the lens. It comes with three lenses. There's a clear, a red, and an amber. So you can change it to whatever you want. The only problem is because when they advertise this, it makes it sound like it's a versatile unit that will be interchangeable for whether you want it on the front or the rear. You can have high and low, which gives you the running light plus directional or brake light, or brake and directional like on a car, but that won't work because of the way the wires are set up on this bike. So when I got the unit, I hooked it up and the lights are really dim. I found that the inside light assembly is an LED board with wires on it, but the LED lights are yellow or amber colored. So no matter which lens you put on, it still has an amber light. I want red lights on the back to accent the original brake light, which is brake only. You got a running light and brake light in that. You got a directional light in the amber ones, but the red I don't have. So I also wanted to put with these. The idea was to add these to a bar, have them on so they're a running light. But when you hit the brake light, I want them to alternate back and forth in a flash. So it'll grab more attention to the back of the bike. Light it up a little bit more, make me more visible both day and night for distracted drivers. Well, when I took this apart, I realized that the inside, which I thought I could put an 1157 type bulb and socket into, this won't go down in deep enough. No matter what I do, I can't get this housing down in far enough to put an 1157 bulb. So I'd like to stick with an LED type that would be brighter, but it would also go down in deeper. But they don't make any kind of an LED that I can get down in there that will give me what I want. So I have to make one. What I decided to do is use an LED 1157 or 2057 replacement bulb. Well, this LED bulb goes down in really deep. So what I thought I could do is to take this bulb, take these wires from this circuit board that came with this LED, solder them to this bulb, and then encase this in hot glue or in silicone, either one, and set that down into the housing to the place, to the point where I want it, so the lens will go on. And also, these LEDs are red, so I could use the clear lens with the red light, would give me the red light on the back. It'll give me a running light and an alternating brake light that will flash back and forth, and then it flashes together to bring more attention to the back of the bike. So that's the project that we're starting right now. I will begin trying to solder the wires to this bulb. That's the key. If I can get that done, then I can get this wired up onto the back of the bike with an add-on light bar. All right. we have soldered the wires onto the bottom of this and to the side for the ground. Now this is going to set inside of the housing like this, and the wires run up through here. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this with tape. We're going to set it in, and we're going to hot glue it, and that way the tape won't bond to the hot glue, so we can be able to get the bulb out, but yet have a silicone base in here with the hot glue in order for that to set into and hold it steady so that it won't come out and hit the lens, it won't be rattling around in there. That's the next thing we're going to do. I'm going to take the tape and I want to put it on so that it's not stuck. The sticky side facing what's going to be the glue. I'm going to put it on this way. A couple of pieces here. Okay, now what we're going to do, I'm going to take the sticky side, face it out. I want to go this way to cover the trimmer lens, and then sticky side facing out. Get away from the light. I'll wrap this around this way. That way we've made like a little socket that will just slide right over that. Just like that. So now, what we're going to do, we're going to take the hot glue, and the housing. First thing we're going to do is fill the housing with hot glue. It's going to take quite a bit to fill that in. And we can't come up high enough to plug the hole where the wires are going to come out through. But we can fill the bottom in, this just in case the light bulb comes loose. You don't want those wires connecting with the metal housing and shorting out your fuse, so this will also help insulate the whole bulb. Once we get this big puddle in there, alright, as you can see we've got quite a puddle. Now what we're going to do is take the bulb, the wires want to be on the side of the hole. We want to set it down into that hot glue so it just clears the lenses. So if we get it down in there like that, and we'll just hold it until it's cooled. And that should hold the bulb in place. Then when we feed the wires out through here and put the lens on, this will always stay in the center. Silicone or the glue will keep it from shorting out inside, and it gives a nice little socket, so if we have to pull the bulb out at a later date to replace it, we can just pull it out. That's what the tape is for. So as soon as that's cooled, then we're going to fill in around it a little bit more, and then we'll do the wiring, and then we'll hook it up and see if it works. Okay. The glue is set up now, so now we're going to pull this out, see if we can get it out of there without breaking it. There we go. Wow, that glue's holding pretty good. Don't want to break that bulb. Might have melted that tape right in there. Should have pulled it out while it's still hot. There we go. Okay, so now we get the bulb out. There's no glue on it. Let's try taking the tape out now, which will make it fit in there a little bit looser. Bulb down. There. Alright. Most of the tape came out. Okay, tape is out. Now we're going to take and feed these wires in through the side hole. There's one. There's two. And there's three. Alright, so now if we take these wires, leave them on the side where the bulb is going to go down in, pull them out snug, like that, and then we're going to push this down into the rubber, or the glue, like this. Now, the bulb is in there nice and tight, snug, centered. Our wires are out here. And we can take the clear lens. This came with a rubber seal, so we're going to put that back in there like that. We'll use the clear lens. We'll put that back on. It's got a clear lens, but it's kind of a smoke color. And let's put that back on. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to temporarily hook up this light to these wires back here that I've got on the bike already. I've got a running light, ground wire, and the brake light, and we're going to see if it's going to work the way that we want it to work. Alright, I've temporarily hooked up the wires where they're going to be on the back here. I don't want them to touch each other. We're going to turn on the lights. We got a really nice brake light, running light. Now we're going to hit the brake. Release the brake. So it looks like now we have a running light and a flashing brake light. Now when we put the other one on the other side, I'm going to put a bar underneath the luggage rack on the back, goes across. We'll put one on each side, and they should be alternating right, left, and then together. It goes right and then flashes. So every time I put on the brake, it'll do that. But the regular brake light will come on steady and stay on, and I've also got my directional lights that only work for directional lights. So this is going to work. This looks like a very nice bright light now. I think I'm going to be very happy with it work. Well, I finally received the light bar that I'd sent away for. It took over a month to get it. But here it is. It's a nice little chrome bar. Has a nice little mount on it. The ends are pre-threaded. So these lights just screw right into the end. The wires come out through the hole here on the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be fastening this to the back of the bike here on the back of the luggage rack. I still have to pick up a couple of chrome hose clamps that will be going on here to hold this on in this position. So now I can go ahead and get this wired up, and I'm going to just zip tie it on for now just so that I can put it in place, get the lights adjusted. Got to thread this piece back through, and then we'll wire them up and we'll see how this thing works. Okay, got the wires wired up. They're going to be zip tied right here in this corner and over here in this corner to make it nice and clean. The light bar is held on with the 2 tie straps just to hold it in place until I can put 2 little hose clamps. Then go through here and up around this, and I'll square shape it, and the screw head will be on this side to tighten it up with. Now let's go ahead and turn on the light, and you'll see what this light does. Alright, I hope you can see that really good. What I'm going to do now is operate the lights so you can see what it is that they do. Turn the lights on, and then when we hit the brake, they'll go through that pattern the whole time I'm holding the brake on. So now I've got a regular brake light, I've got alternating brake lights, and I've got extra running lights on the back. So this setup worked really good. I'm really happy with it. Those are a really nice quality little bullet housing. They're steel, not plastic, and I think they're going to hold up really well.